Ever wondered why we wonder? Ever questioned why we question? Welcome to the cornerstone of learning, curiosity. It's that itch in the back of your mind, the magnetic pull towards the unknown, the thing that drives us to ask why and how. It's the spark that lights the fire of learning, pushing us to seek knowledge and understand the world around us. But why do we have this instinct to question everything? Well, it's all about survival. Our ancestors needed to be curious to learn about their environment and adapt to it. Asking questions and seeking answers helped them make sense of the world, anticipate dangers, and seize opportunities. Fast forward to today, and curiosity still plays a fundamental role in our learning process. When we're curious about something, our brain goes into overdrive. We're more attentive, we process information more effectively, and we remember things better. It's like our brain is saying, hey, this could be important, let's pay attention. Now imagine if we treated each question like a rare gem, something to be collected and cherished. That's the idea behind our question quest. It's not just about finding the answers, but learning to ask better questions. The more intriguing the question, the more it fuels our curiosity. But how does curiosity work in our brain? That's where Brain Spark comes in. When we encounter something new or unexpected, our brain releases dopamine, a chemical associated with pleasure and reward. This dopamine rush makes us feel good, motivating us to keep learning. It's like a little party in our brain every time we learn something new. And it doesn't stop there. Curiosity doesn't just light up one or two areas of our brain, it sets off a whole network of activity. It engages the hippocampus, responsible for memory formation, and the prefrontal cortex, involved in decision-making and problem-solving. In other words, curiosity doesn't just make learning fun, it makes us smarter. So let's harness the power of curiosity. Let's fill our minds with intriguing questions and let them light up our brains. Let's embark on this journey of discovery, fueled by our innate desire to learn, to understand, to explore. You've just taken the first step on your journey of discovery. Remember, curiosity isn't just about finding answers. It's about learning to ask better questions. Imagine a magical library where books can talk, ready to explore the secret chambers of language. The beauty of language lies in its richness and diversity, where each word carries a world of meanings. Each phrase conveys a unique sentiment, and each sentence tells a different story. Now, let's embark on a game we like to call Synonym Safari. In this linguistic adventure, we hunt for synonyms, words that mean the same thing. It's fascinating, isn't it? How we can express the same idea in so many different ways. For instance, consider the word happy. We could also say joyful, content, pleased, or elated. Each synonym, though sharing the same core meaning, carries its own subtle nuances. Joyful might suggest a more exuberant happiness, while content implies a quieter, more serene satisfaction. It's like painting with words, where each synonym adds a different shade to our linguistic canvas. Next, we're setting off on an etymology expedition, tracing words back to their ancient origins. You see, words are like fossils, carrying imprints of the past. They evolve over time, shaped by cultural, social, and historical forces. Take the word companion, for example. It comes from the Latin com, meaning with, and panis, meaning bread. So a companion originally meant someone with whom you shared bread, a simple act symbolizing friendship and camaraderie. Isn't it fascinating how much history and culture a single word can hold? Language, in all its complexity and color, has the power to connect us. It's a bridge that spans across time and space, linking us to others and to a world of ideas. It enables us to share our thoughts, express our feelings, and understand others. It's a tool, a toy, a treasure, and a teacher. So, fellow explorers, as we journey through the magical library of language, remember, every word you learn, every synonym you discover, and every etymology you uncover adds a brick to your linguistic bridge. The more diverse your vocabulary, the richer your conversations, the deeper your understanding, and the stronger your connections. The language we speak is a bridge, connecting us to others and to the world of ideas. So continue to build your bridge, one word at a time. Welcome to the geometric garden, where numbers bloom into beautiful patterns. Ready to decode the mysteries of math? Mathematics is not confined to classrooms and textbooks. It's a language that defines the world around us. From the change in your pocket to the rhythm of your heartbeat, math is everywhere. It's in the petals of a flower, the spirals of a galaxy, the tick of a clock. It's in the patterns of our daily lives. And today, we're going to uncover some of these patterns. Let's start with a fun game called Pattern Path. Here's how it works. I'll give you a sequence of numbers, and your task is to figure out the pattern and predict the next number in the sequence. Ready? Let's go. Consider this sequence: 2, 4, 8, 16. What's the next number? If you said 32, you're spot on. This is a pattern of doubling. Each number is twice the previous number. Isn't it fascinating how a simple pattern can create a complex sequence of numbers? Now let's switch gears and move on to another exciting part of our journey: geometry gems. This is all about recognizing shapes in our surroundings. Look around you. Can you spot any circles, triangles, or squares? They are the building blocks of our world. Circles are in the wheels of your car and the face of your watch. Triangles fortify our bridges and support our rooftops. Squares frame our windows and tile our floors. But shapes are not just present in man-made structures. They're in nature too. The hexagonal cells of a honeycomb, the spiral pattern of a seashell, the radial symmetry of a snowflake. These are all examples of geometry in the natural world. And what about the Fibonacci sequence, a series where each number is the sum of the two preceding ones? This pattern is seen in the arrangement of seeds on a sunflower, the scales on a pine cone, even the spiral of galaxies. It's a mathematical rule that nature seems to love. But why does all this matter? Why should we care about patterns and shapes? Well, recognizing these patterns helps us understand and predict the world around us. It helps us solve problems, make decisions, and even appreciate the beauty in our surroundings. So whether you're a mathematician or not, you're interacting with math every day. You're living in a world of numbers, patterns, and shapes. You're walking a pattern path, and you're finding geometry gems. Math isn't merely about numbers. It's a language of patterns, a symphony of symmetry. So keep your eyes open for the math around you. Step into our lab of curiosities, where we'll investigate the natural world. Ready to play detective with the laws of science? Science, at its core, is fueled by curiosity. It's a quest to understand the world around us, to unravel its mysteries, and to discover the beauty hidden in its intricate patterns. And the key to unlocking these secrets? Observation. Observation is the cornerstone of the scientific method, a systematic approach that scientists use to explore the realities of our universe. It begins with asking a question, making an observation, and then forming a hypothesis, an educated guess. This is followed by experimentation, analysis, and finally, the conclusion. Now let's dive into our first challenge: leaf mysteries. Have you ever wondered why leaves have veins? Or pondered the purpose of chlorophyll? These are questions that can lead us on an exciting journey of exploration. Leaves are nature's solar panels. Their green color comes from chlorophyll, a pigment that absorbs sunlight and transforms it into energy through a process called photosynthesis. The veins, on the other hand, serve as the plant's plumbing system, transporting water, nutrients, and sugars between the leaf and the rest of the plant. Fascinating, isn't it? This is the power of observation, transforming a simple leaf into a world of wonder. Next, we'll play some gravity games. The law of gravity is an invisible force that pulls objects toward each other. The most noticeable example is how it keeps us firmly planted on the ground. But have you ever noticed that all objects, regardless of their size or weight, fall at the same rate? This was famously demonstrated by Galileo, who dropped two spheres of different masses from the Leaning Tower of Pisa and observed that they hit the ground simultaneously. This might seem counterintuitive, but it's a fundamental truth of our universe, and it was discovered simply by observing and questioning the world around us. So you see, science isn't just about complex equations or high-tech gadgets. It's about looking at the world with a sense of wonder and curiosity. It's about asking questions, making observations, and seeking answers. It's about seeing the extraordinary in the ordinary, the magic in the mundane. Remember, every great scientific discovery began with a simple question. So, don't be afraid to ask why or how. Who knows? Your curiosity might just lead you to the next big breakthrough. Science isn't just a subject. It's a way of seeing the world, a method of understanding, so keep asking why and how. Now, let's step into our time-traveling room and open the history time capsule. Ready to journey into the past? History is often seen as a collection of dates and events, but it's much more than that. It's a tapestry of stories, a chronicle of human experience, filled with lessons, ideas, and inspiration. It's a time capsule that holds the keys to understanding who we are, where we come from, and where we're heading. Let's start by exploring the world of ancient artifacts. Here, we're not just talking about dusty old relics. Each artifact is a piece of a larger puzzle, a fragment of a story waiting to be told. Consider hieroglyphics, the ancient Egyptian writing system. Decoding these intricate symbols is like unlocking a door to the past, revealing insights into a civilization that thrived thousands of years ago. And it's not just hieroglyphics. Medieval manuscripts, ancient scrolls, cave paintings, they all serve as windows into bygone eras, offering glimpses of the people, cultures, and ideas of the time. Next, we step into the inventor's workshop. This is a place of creativity and innovation, where we encounter the ingenious minds that have shaped our world. Think of Leonardo da Vinci, a man of endless curiosity and grand visions. His ideas, recorded in his famous notebooks, spanned a wide range of fields, from art and music to science and engineering. Or consider Thomas Edison, whose relentless pursuit of progress led to inventions that revolutionized our world, like the phonograph and the electric light bulb. These inventors didn't just create new devices, they transformed the way we live, think, and perceive the world. But why do we delve into these stories of the past? It's not just about satisfying our curiosity or feeding our fascination for old things. It's about learning from the successes and failures of those who came before us, learning about the forces, ideas, and events that have shaped our world, and learning how we, as individuals and as a society, can draw on these lessons to make sense of our present and navigate our future. Remember, the past is not a foreign country. It's a part of us. It's in the stories we tell, the traditions we uphold, the values we cherish, and the dreams we pursue. And as we delve into the time capsule of history, we're not just unearthing old artifacts or revisiting old stories. We're connecting with our roots, understanding our journey, and envisioning our path forward. History isn't just about the past. It's about understanding our present and shaping our future. So keep digging into the time capsule of history